Bonfire Night 2017 recipes, from tote in the hole to s'mores dip and Parkin cake to toffee apples. Bonfire Night is tonight, and is the perfect chance to snuggle up, watch the fireworks and tuck into some delicious treats. Here are some tasty recipes for your Guy Fawkes party this year. Push lowly sticks through the stalk end of the apple and make sure they are firmly wedged in. Put 400 grams of castor sugar into a saucepan and add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 100 milliliters of water. Simmer until sugar has dissolved. Swirl the pan to move the sugar but don't stir. Next add in 4 tablespoons of golden syrup and bubble the mixture, ensuring it doesn't boil over. The toffee will be done when it reaches 150 C on a sugar thermometer, or if you drop a small amount into cold water it should harden instantly and be brittle when removed. Swirl in some food coloring and then turn off the heat when done. Dip each apple into the toffee and ensure each is covered completely. Eat on the same day for best results. Alternatively, Aldi is selling a toffee apple-flavored cider for Halloween, and it costs less than £1 per bottle. Heat 200 grams of milk chocolate, 2 tablespoons milk and 200 grams of marshmallows in a frying pan at a low heat until melted and smooth. Place 150 grams of marshmallows on the top of the chocolate mix, so the whole surface is covered. Put up under grill for 1 to 2 minutes until the marshmallows are toasted. Serve between digestives or use strawberry skewers for dunking. For full recipe, click here. Heat your oven to 140 C, fan gas 3. Next, grease a deep cake tin and line with baking paper, and then beat 1 large egg with 4 tablespoons of milk. Melt 200 grams of golden syrup, 85 grams of treacle, 85 grams of light brown sugar, and 200 grams of butter in a pan until the sugar has fully dissolved. Take off the heat. Next, mix 100 grams of oatmeal with 250 grams of self-raising flour, 1 tablespoon of ginger, and then stir into the syrup mixture, and then add the milk and egg. Pour the mixture into the tin and bake for around an hour or until the cake feels firm. Cool the tin and wrap in foil for 3 to 5 days to make it soft and sticky. Preheat the oven to 180 C, 350 F gas 4, and unwrap the camembert from its plastic wrapping. Put it back in the cardboard box with the lid off and place on a baking sheet. Slice and peel 2 garlic cloves and slot the sections of garlic into the cheese. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes until it feels soft. Then dip in crusty bread. Heat the oven to 150 C, 130 C, fan gas 2 and rub 2 kilograms of pork with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Heat a pan until hot and sear the pork until brown. Place meat on a wire rack in a roasting tin and mix with 2 teaspoons of paprika, garlic, salt and black pepper. Add a cup of water to the roasting tin and cover with foil, and then cook for 5 hours. Drain the juices from the meat into a mug and shred the pork using 2 forks. Remove the fat from the juices. Add 4 tablespoons of BBQ sauce to 125 milliliters of the juices, and then pour over the meat. Add a bun and serve when you need. Preheat the oven to 220 C and heat 1.5 tablespoons of lard in pan on a medium heat. Cook sausages until they are brown on both sides. Beat 2 eggs in a bowl with a whisk until thick and beat in 100 grams of plain flour and 85 milliliters of milk until smooth. Stir in 85 milliliters of ale and 1 tablespoon of mustard. Leave to sit for 15 minutes. Put 1.5 tablespoons of lard in a roasting tin and preheat in the oven. Add fat from sausage pan to the tin, followed by the batter. Then add the sausages. Bake in the oven for 35 minutes until dish has risen and is golden. Serve with gravy and peas. What better way to enjoy the fireworks or snug TV evenings than with a bowl of sweet popcorn? Add a 1 tablespoon of oil to a saucepan and add in 75 grams of popping corn and swirl to coat. Cover with a lid until the corns have popped. Meanwhile, melt 50 grams of butter, 100 grams of light brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of golden syrup in a separate pan until butter has melted. Increase the temperature and bubble for 1 to 2 minutes. Pour over popcorn and stir to coat the kernels. Bonfire Night is celebrated in the UK by the lighting of bonfires, the burning of guys and the setting off of fireworks. The celebration was actually enshrined in law a few months after the attempt and remained on the statute books until 1859. Fireworks are also set off throughout the land as they are powered by gunpowder, representing the explosives that were never used. The only place in the UK that does not celebrate the day is Fox Former School, St. Peter's in York. They refuse to burn a guy out of respect for one of their own. Yeomen of the Guard search the cellars of the Houses of Parliament before the state opening in November. However, it is a ceremonial gesture rather than an actual terrorist hunt. They even use old lanterns. The actual cellar that Fox and his co-conspirators tried to blow up no longer exists, having been destroyed in a fire in 1834.